All right, everybody, welcome to NorCal Sports Network. And this is the same hat that Brock Purdy's dad wears. Chat loves it when Marty Lurie comes on.
Anytime you lose a game this time of year, when you can't go backwards, it's a problem.
All right. What a ball game. What a ball game. What an ending. A classic Little League walk-off. The Giants win it 3-2 for another walk-off. And this homestand, the Giants go 5-2. They are rolling again when you win games like this. We'll talk about it. But first, let us thank our sponsor of this show, Chapman Law Group. Chapman Law Group, located in Marin, licensed in all of California, specializing in personal injury. Okay, give Chapman Law Group a call if you've had a personal injury, whether it's in an auto accident, it's a slip and fall on the job, whatever it is. Give Chapman Law Group a call, 415-613-9483. Let them know NorCal Sports Network sent you. You know what? For this one, guys, I think it's time to crank up the band. What do you say? All right, we'll fade the band. All right, guys, what a ball game, Lou. What a game. Unbelievable finish, an improbable finish to this game as Elliot Ramos just hits a chopper that Luke Jackson fields and throws off balance, throws it down the left field line. Ramos, I'm thinking the way the ball is, I'm thinking, oh, he's got third easy, but Ramos is just kind of coasting to second, then looks over and sees Matt Williams frantically waving him on over to third. We're going to see if we can put this replay. I've got it on video, and maybe I can just get it uploaded during the show, and we'll watch that and listen to it because it was classic. Lou, game didn't start off too good. Top of the first, Jordan Hicks getting hit hard again, and he continued to get hit hard at times, but he battled, and he was able to give the Giants, what did he go, 5 today? Let me see. Let me look up Ramos' final line, or not Ramos, Jordan Hicks' final line. I thought it was 5, and then Birdsong came in. Yeah, Hicks went 5, and then Birdsong gave him 3 fantastic innings. And Duvall, a great 9th inning. And what do you say? The Giants bullpen gets it done. They don't have too much in the hitting department today, as they only gathered 5 hits the entire game. But they win it with a walk-off Little League home run, as they say. What do you think?
You know, I don't know if they're just getting super lucky and taking advantage, or maybe it's just one of those years, you know, where they're getting the breaks. They're winning games like this, where the last couple of years they were losing the other way. Now, you know, maybe the tides have turned, and you know, I thought today was great. Sold out crowd, gets to see another W. I mean, this was a game they shouldn't have won, you know, but overall they got
no home runs in the entire series for either team.
The truth, they probably should have been swept, you know, but they took 2 out of 3. I think most importantly is a great homestand. And, you know, 17 in 17 days, you know, I think we went, 10-7?
10-7.
Which I believe is even more amazing. And, you know, the beginning of the year, I said by the Kentucky Derby, let's see if we can stay close. And they're beyond my expectations. I don't know how we're winning it. I can't remember the last time this happened, where we won on Little League World Series. I mean, a Little League World a home run. But hey, we'll take it, you know. And it was important, you know, because the other teams in our division were all winning. So I'll take it. I'll take it, Dan.
Yes.
It was unexpected. Let me put it that way. I wasn't ready to go live, so quickly.
I wasn't either.
Yeah.
That's why we were just a little bit late. I didn't, and it was unbelievable. It just was the craziest ending that you could have. And in fact, I think we're moments away. If I can get this figured out here, we should have this play up for you guys. So hang on here. Let's see if we can get it. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to pull this off or not today. We'll try. All right. Okay. Let's see. Hold on here. One sec while I
Dan, while you're doing that,
streaming.
they gave that a hit, and then of course 2 errors. But when you look at it, we only got 1 hit in 4 innings until the 2-foot hit that winded up being so. Again, we've been saying these games are all going to be like this. I think
okay, guys,
close.
Good news. We have Elliot Ramos uploaded, and we have the play. Elliot Ramos walk-off home run. Here it is, guys.
There it is. Look at Papa.
Go, Ramos. There he goes. He's going to go to third. Ramos is on his way. He's in there in third. He's going to... His row comes in. Oh, he just got to third. Okay. All right. Little fun there. I do have the original, though, and I will try to see if I can get it uploaded. I know we'll get we'll get dinged, but we'll see if we can get it here. Let me work on it here. I have to convert it because you got to do an MP something file to let me see here. Okay. All right. We'll check that out. But what a ball game, Lou. I mean, it just I was watching between the Lakers and the T-Wolves. I was watching that game, and then I was watching the Giants game. And there's so much more action in a basketball game that sometimes you could step away from a baseball game and not even really see what's going on for a minute or two, and you're not missing anything. So it was pretty fun.
Yeah, it was good to see LeBum blow everything. He had the turnover, then the dumb foul, typical LeBum. But this is a great 48 hours, for the Giants and the Warriors. So Bears should be proud. They showed up in droves last night. Both games yesterday and today were sold out for the Giants. The one thing I didn't like is, I don't know if you saw your favorite deals come back now, 501. Buy one ticket, get one for $5.01. But you got to do what you got to do to fill the ballpark.
Yes. Well, one thing we can all take a look at and enjoy is this. Look at that, everyone. Look at that. 19-10, and we're a game up on the Doyers, a game and a half up on the Padres. I think the Padres did they end up losing today, or is it still going? They're in danger of getting swept by Tampa, I believe. Let me just check the scores on that. Scores: San Diego Dodgers lost 9-2. So I don't know if that loss has been added to their. No, it hasn't even been. The Dodgers are going to be 17-11. The
Dodgers won.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I'm looking at it wrong.
That's right.
Dodgers won 9-2. I saw 9-2, and Dodgers won. Padres are, come on, where's the dang game? Okay, 4-2 final. Padres lost. They got swept against the Rays. Geez, they were like 12-1 or something at home, and now they're starting. And we got them Tuesday
and Wednesday. They haven't been scoring.
Good. We got Webb going on Tuesday. Webb and Roop Tuesday. Giants, look at that, baby. 9-4. The Giants are at home, and they are 10-6 on the road. That's playing pretty good ball.
Very
They
solid.
still, I mean, they're going to have 18 games, but they're after this little quick flight down to San Diego, basically an hour flight. Really, I don't know. Do they go down there on Monday or do they just head down there Tuesday? What do you think? What do you do in that
Probably
situation?
tomorrow morning. They fly down, let them be with their families tonight, fly down tomorrow morning, hour and a half flight, maybe have them, I don't know if the Padres play tomorrow. I assume they're off too, maybe. And they have a little workout during the day and then they relax.
Pretty sure the Padres are off.
And Dan, the one thing I did want to bring up over the last couple of years is in the green where it says difference. We're not used to that. Remember the Giants were like maybe 3 games over 500.
28, yeah.
Yeah.
Plus 28 run differential.
Huge.
Yeah.
So
look at Cincinnati. I have a feeling Cincinnati's going to hang in there. Remember I said the Cubs and Cincinnati I liked in the West Division? I think I picked the Braves in the East. I'll still stick with that. The Mets are off to a hot start. The Mets have the best record in all of baseball, and the Giants are a half game behind them. And then look at Detroit, 18-10 themselves. It's very early, but, it's a positive sign that they are a season high, 9 games over 500. This is what I was hoping they would do. Go 5-2 on this homestand. So, yeah. Guys, if you guys have questions in here, we'll try to get to them. But if you definitely want your questions answered, super chat them, and we'll definitely get to them. As Mark says, if you 100% answered, if you super chat. So let me go through the list here as I dig in. Hey, Shell, good to see you in here. Anthony's back in. Okay, let's see what else we got. Oh, guys, by the way, tonight, don't forget our show will be on tonight at 8:00 called The Hot Corner, where we'll break down this whole series. That'll be Lou Marston, myself, along with Eric and Glenn from Giant Sports Talk Live. So we will bring it to you at 8 tonight. This will probably be a little bit of a shorter show, but what a fun ball game to win it. The way they won that game is just hilarious to me, and that's exciting, man. That's really exciting. 2 different Sundays. Last Sunday was the agony of defeat. Today, the old wide world of sports promo, if you guys remember that. Some of you do. I know some of the youngsters probably don't, but anybody probably in their 50s remembers the agony, the thrill of victory, and the agony of defeat. That was last Sunday was the agony of defeat. Today was the thrill of victory. And you see, it's kind of interesting. Last Sunday, they had a kind of a disappointing flight up north from Orange County to San Francisco, and tomorrow or whenever they fly out, they'll have a happier flight going down to San Diego. That clubhouse is going to be having some fun today, because you win a game like that in just crazy fashion, you end up really starting to have some belief. You start, and I'll tell you, being around winning, I've been on winning teams, and it's contagious. You feel like you just can't be, you're not going to lose. You just feel like you're going to win when you go out there. And I've been on some losing teams and showed up to the ballpark, and you just kind of know, and you're just out there, and you don't, like, we're crappy, we're not going to win. But when you're going, man, it's the funnest thing. And so we'll see. But
I agree. Winning's contagious.
it really is.
Yep.
We got guys. Well, come on, Brooke Suby. We got guys getting on Glenn about the WNBA. That's pretty funny. What do we got here? Duvall looks really good. I like him more right now than Walker. Yeah, I would say so too. He looks good. He looks confident. Just even the fact that the way he covered first base in the top of the ninth on the last out of the inning, that Wade threw it to him, and he was there, and it was a foot race, and he just got his foot down.
Basics.
I mean, yeah, the fact that he did it right is good. It makes you, because if he doesn't, he's walking with his head down, and who knows what happens after that. Yeah, Koss had some nice moments today too. Yes, getting run back-to-back days with Fitz being sore, he's definitely giving him a boost. Yeah, that's Kott's got that base hit to tie it up to 2-2, right? Wasn't that, or was it 2-1 or 2-2 when he hit that? Well, let's, you know what? We'll take a look at that, because, in fact, we always do break down the game. So we'll break this game down as the scoring things that happened. Again, not a lot of action today, but we'll break down the game right here for you. In the top of the first, the Rangers got it going with the first batter, Smith, grounded out to first, but then Berger doubled with a sharp hit down the left field line. Peterson doubled to left, and Berger went to third. Was that the play that Yaz went off of his glove? Was that the one? Or no, that was later. That was the triple. That was the leadoff triple. Okay, so after Berger doubled, Peterson doubled, Berger's to third, Garcia struck out swinging, and Simeon, who's been struggling this year, singles to left. Berger and Peterson scored 2-0 in favor of the Rangers. The Giants would bounce right back in the first inning as Yaz led off. He grounded out to second. Adames walked. Lee singled to right. Adames moved over to third. Chapman walked. Lee to second. Then Flores walked, loading, or with the bases loaded. Flores walked. Adames scored. And then Ramos struck out looking. And then Wade, oh my gosh, Wade had two tough luck. He drills the ball down the right field line for a grand slam that just is about 2 feet foul. The next pitch or two, he lines a bullet. I mean, a laser off the wall that had to be less than 6 inches, 8 inches foul. Yeah. Right, Lou?
Yeah, it would have been a grand slam. And they're literally back-to-back pitches. He had 4 today. That, remember, then he came up later and he hit that shot that should have been, that winded up almost being a double play. I mean, it ended the inning, yeah. But I mean,
what I mean, he had in the same at bat, he hit a grand slam foul, and then he hit a pitch or two later. He hit what would have been
probably a double or triple. Yeah, down the line, maybe a foot.
Maybe it was just, I think it was just crazy, and it didn't. It just boom. It just got there so fast, and then he ended up lining out to second, which was, he hit that hard. So it was 2-1. It would remain 2-1 all the way until the bottom of the fourth. I shouldn't say all the way, just a couple more innings. But in the bottom of the fourth, the inning started again. Ramos was this second infield, first of the day, but he would have 2 infield singles. Wade popped out to third. Ramos stole second prior to the pop out. So I was hoping he would steal third too, but he stayed at second. Then Bailey flied out to center, to deep left center. Ramos went to third. Bailey looked like he thought he got it all. And then Koss, there's that Koss, single to left, sharp single over the shortstop's head, tied at 2-2. And then, of course, it wouldn't change until the crazy leadoff ninth inning Little League homer by Elliot Ramos. And Giants walk it off. Two more How many walk-offs on this homestand? 3 of their 5 wins?
Five what is it? 5 on the season to lead.
Right, but how many of the on this 7 game they went 5-2. They had at least 3 walk-offs, right?
Yeah, I think 3.
They had the walk-off on Thursday against the Brewers.
And then yesterday and then today.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, I see some people talking about the Lakers. Yeah, they don't have a bench.
LeBum blew it.
Yeah. LeBum. LePeking. We have another one of them called LePeking, where he was looking to see, he was on the ground. Yeah, Wade had the worst luck today. 3 hard balls. It was over to the right of the hole, run, pull. Yeah, the next hit, yeah. Just was mentioning that, Kyle. I think poor Wade, I think he's going to bounce out of it. He's not going to hit 100. He's probably going to hit over 200. So that means he's going to get going at some point, hopefully they can get somebody that can hit left-handed pitching well. I guess that's going to have to be David VR. So, yeah, Fosse, I agree. Warriors need that series to go 7. I think it goes 6 for sure. I think the Lakers come back and win game 5.
Hey, Dan, I wanted to say one thing about late night is, how they have the phrase, you can't wait until you get to the next month. He's definitely been coming around, nothing to show for it. Once April ends, you'll see a different hitter once May 1st starts. You know how it is, just in baseball. They always want the new month. So.
Right. Yeah. Does he have a mustache right now? I'm not sure if he does or not. He might grow one for Mustache May, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe the Giants. You know what? Maybe the Giants should scrap that Mustache May, since they've done it the last few years, and it's just been
no success.
Awful seasons. Just scrap it. I don't. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. We can debate how much hitting coaches impact teams, but Veal went from us to the Rangers this year to rejoin Ecker, and that lineup can't hit at all anymore. Veal overcomplicated things here. That's interesting. I would think that Donnie Ecker has the say there, but yeah, I thought the best example of, one of the best pieces of hitting I've seen all year from the Giants was yesterday's Patrick Bailey just playing fungo.
Oh, fungo, yep.
Just doing what he had to do. Just get the ball. It's kind of like when I used to play softball we used to play this game. It's the craziest game in elementary school. You could hit it anywhere, fair or foul, just all over the place. And you'd run to first, and then second base was out in center field. And center field was fun because you could get the biggest lead to score on a hit. They could try to pick you off way out in center field, and sometimes we would take off for home and see if we can beat the throw. It was just kind of fun, but you just hit the ball and you just get out there to that second base in center field because you hit it, where nobody was. And that's exactly what Bailey did, just hitting it where nobody was. So I love seeing that.
Hey, Dan, I just have a message for you. Yeah. Giants baseball, nothing like it.
Yeah, nothing like it. Maybe that phrase is starting to pay dividends this year. I don't know. I'm just, the fact that they're 19-10 is a plus. Hey man, I bet on the over, I bet him on the over. So only need 61 more wins and they'll be at 80. How many games have they played? They're 19-10. So 19-10, they have 133 games left. They only need to win 61 games. So they could go 61-72 and finish with 80 wins, and I win my bet. So I feel pretty good about that. I think, I mean, what's they're 19-10. What let me look at see what that I mean, they're not gonna, I don't think they're gonna.
They got 4 with Colorado at home, so they got to at least take 3 out of 4 there.
At least 3. I mean, maybe 4. Sweep these guys. These bums are 4-23, minus 69 run differential, Lou. This team's awful. Okay. The Giants are playing 6:55 ball. That is on pace for 107 wins.
That's definitely not happening, but
no,
somewhere in between would be nice.
If they can play, hey, look, if the Giants have 129 games left, if they played,
listen to you, I love it,
at 52%,
just 50%, 50%,
520 ball, 129 times. They would win 70 games. So they would be at 89 wins just playing 520 ball.
Do you still have your predictions that you predicted?
Yeah, 86. I don't know what, I had the page somewhere. My wife cleaned up the papers. I don't know where it went. But we can go back to the video. I know we can go back to the show. It was the night before the season started.
I thought it was 8. Was yours 85?
Yours was 85.
And mine 82. Mine was 85. Yep. Yours was 87 or 89?
Try 86.
Oh, 86.
Yeah, you went 85. Los went like 78. So we'll see. But hey, what a great day to be at the yard. The ballpark is, I'm telling you, the ballpark is humming
when they're winning. And it's amazing on the weekends.
No, it's humming on the weekends, is what I want to say. It's humming on the weekends. They pack the place on Saturdays and Sundays, but the night games, man. Yeah, Philip, why do wives do that? I don't know, man. It's like I kiddily call it, Kirby vacuum cleaner. Anything that's in, it's gone. I don't know. They like things clean. I like things kind of messy. No, I'm kidding. I like it clean too, but I have organized chaos on my desk, right? No one else knows where anything is, but I do. So let's see. Jung-Hoo Lee chants. Yeah. Jung-Hoo Lee. Hey, let's take a look at this Giants actual, their lineup. What guys are hitting right now for the Giants? Jung-Hoo Lee.
What about your players of the game? 3 stars of the game.
324. Okay, my stars of the game. All right. Who's my stars of the game? All right, who am I gonna go with? My 3 stars. I'm gonna go with. All right, I am going. This is crazy. How am I gonna do? I'm gonna go Ramos, just for the joy of the ride around the bases, and he got 2 hits, but they were 2 dribblers. And Lamont Wade smokes the ball, is 0 for 3. But I'll go Ramos just for the heck of that ride. And then I'm going to go My second guy, I'm going to go Koss. I'm going to go Christian Koss. He got a nice big hit that no one else was getting today to drive in the run. The only other run that they got besides that was a bases loaded walk by Flores, right? I mean,
Yep.
how's that? They couldn't even score, but on a bases loaded walk, that was their only run of the day besides the Koss single and then the crazy play at the end of the game. So
that's why they didn't just.
yeah, it's an improbable win. I mean, Texas has got to be getting out of town going, what the heck happened? What just happened? We blew a game in Sacramento on Thursday night. We come into San Francisco, we blow 2 more. Texas should be on a 4-game winning streak or more. And my third, I'm going to give it to Birdsong. Who do you got?
For me, I think Birdsong was my number 1 star. Those are clutch innings, 6th, 7th, and 8th. I also love what he did. He gave up the triple to Jock.
Right. Right.
But then he came back on a great changeup to strike him out, and that shows a lot of maturity. He came through. So he's going to be my number 1 star.
Hold
my
on
number
1
2.
sec. Yes, it was the Kovacs. Angels was against Colorado, was a straight inside the park home run. Then he pulled his hamstring on that play and was out for weeks after that.
No, I thought it was wasn't against Colorado.
That's what I said.
In extra innings. Oh yeah, not the Angels, Colorado. Yeah, and then he was out.
Yeah, Colorado's in the ninth inning. Might have been extras, but it was
extra because we were down 1, and I was there, so I remember that. But so yeah, Birdsong's my number 1. Number 2, I thought Duvall. Today, no sweat, no nothing. Was a number 2 star, and then I'll do number 3, Ramos too. It's amazing. Ramos back-to-back good games, so now I think his slump is done. Hopefully he can come up and. The one thing about taking tomorrow off, we're going on the road for San Diego. Again, good pitching. So, we got to have to struggle just to get some runs. Don't look ahead to 4 at Colorado. Let's just concentrate on the game Tuesday night. That's all I care about.
Well, look at Mark Graves' logo there. He's got a torpedo bat. Nice.
Did you see the torpedo bat came today for the Giants? Did you notice
was Bailey using one today?
Yeah, Bailey was using one
on that ball that it looked like it was gone.
Yeah,
it sounded like it was gone when he hit it.
He's the only. Yeah, him and Fitzgerald are the only ones I know that have the bats. But I know Bailey used one today. So.
Oh, okay, cool. The Soder report. He says, "Hey Dan, I've been over on Eric's channel a couple times, but you and Eric inspired me to start my own podcast." Awesome. Just wanted to say thanks so much for all the work you guys do. That's great. All right. Hey, let us know. Is it called the Soder or solder? I'm not sure how you would say that. Solder. I'm guessing it's solder, but I may be wrong. The Soder report. That's pretty cool. SOTER.
Hey, Dan, awesome. Are we close to 5,000 with the Giants winning? Are we getting close?
Oh, you know what? Guys, let me take a look. I haven't looked.
I know we haven't talked about it, but it's been a week, so I thought I'd find out.
Let me pull up this.
And Solder, let us know how we can help. Let us know when you do have it. Obviously we're not on, and we'll plug in and try to help you out in any way.
Oh, we're 78 subscribers away. 4922.
Beautiful. Close.
Guys, let's get up to 5,000. We'll have a nice giveaway. I'm gonna get a jersey, get it signed. This is Steph's Batman signal. That is Steph's Batman signal. Okay. Oh, is that what that is? It's not a torpedo bat. It's okay. I got you. All right. Cool. All right. Let's see. What else we got here in the chat? Yeah. If Ramos hadn't, I'll tell you, I'll bet you Matt Williams, Lou, when he got into the clubhouse, I bet he went over and told Ramos, hey, way to go. But when you're running to second base, your eyes have to be on me, not be looking behind you at the ball.
You're learning
You
that in the fourth inning. You're learning.
Yeah.
I mean, a 4-year-old when you're playing t-ball. Look at the
he's
coach.
like-
That's why he's there.
That's why he's there, because he could have been thrown out. Phillips right here with a good throw to third, he might be out, and he should have easily been at third base, because he kind of jogged to second base like, I'm just going to take second. Had he been looking at Matt Williams and running full speed, he would have never broke stride, and he would have been at third easily. So that's something I'm hoping Matt Williams is talking to him about and telling him, hey, look, you're a young kid. Your job is, when that ball is, to hustle your ass and look at me. I'm your eyes. I'm your eyes, So he's got to learn that, because that could have cost him. He could have been thrown out. Phillip is exactly right. Luke Jackson finally comes up big for us. Yes, Luke finally wins us a ball game. Way to go, Luke. He lost us so many games as Puke Jackson.
Yep.
He finally comes in as Luke and wins us a game. Giants, they are some of their young guys, they need coached up. There was a play, Lou, that I loved, that I put on my Twitter. No, it was about a week ago. There was a play where there was a throw to second base. The guy was, let me see if I can find it, because it was really a heads up play by the shortstop of trying to remember which team it was that was playing. I'll pull it up here.
Philly or the Angels?
I don't remember. I watched so much baseball, I can't even remember who it was. I'm just going through it here. Just trying to. Okay, here it is. It was the Royals and the Detroit Tigers.
Oh, okay.
And it was a play by the Tigers. Was the guy on second base for Kansas City? It was Jonathan India. He was on second, and the left-handed batter hit a shot to the second baseman, right? And he caught it, and he threw it over to the shortstop to double him off, and he threw it way over his head, and it went down the left field line. India, if he knew he would have walked to third base, because there was the left fielder had to come from way far. It was between left field and third base, and so. But what the shortstop, Trey Sweeney of the Tigers, did, he held the tag on him like he had caught the ball, and he held it up.
Decoy. The old
and
decoy.
On his, his side, on his hip, like, if you get off the bag, you're out. And he just kept holding the glove. You know how they hold them, like, don't move, or you're going to. And so India never got up, and he never knew. And I just love that kind of smart baseball. And if the Giants, they don't have the top talent in the division. All right. Let's just be frank. They don't have the top talent. They have, I think their outfield's better. I actually do think their outfield's better than the Dodgers outfield, though. And their left side of the infield. It's kind of crazy.
Except for your guy you got on fantasy, who hit another bomb today.
Teoscar.
Yeah.
Right. But the Giants, going to have to win by playing smart. And they're going to have to, that could have easily, as Philip said, gone the wrong way. And Ramos could have been out at third base. And now you're just one out, nobody on. And you got to play smarter. You got to play much smarter. You got to outthink teams. You got to be disciplined. You got to be sound fundamentally. And a lot of that you can't teach. You can't teach. You can tell people, but some guys just aren't instinctive enough to pick it up. You know what I mean?
Like what we did yesterday in the 9th inning. Simple bunt, making contact, we win.
Yeah. Yeah. So, guys, wonderful game today. Giants win at 3-2. We got an off day for the Giants tomorrow, but we'll be back tonight with a hot corner, everybody. The hot corners at 8 o'clock. You're not going to want to miss it. Should be a lot of fun. We'll be breaking down the series. We'll be talking who knows what. And then tomorrow night, of course, we've got Warriors basketball game 4 at home against the Houston Rockets. So don't forget to join us tonight at 8, guys. And we look forward to having you back. So make sure you guys hit that like button on the way out. It really does help the channel grow. How many likes we got right now on the channel here? Let's see. I'm going to tell you here in just 1 second. I just got to pull it up on my phone. All right, we got 85 on YouTube watching, another 50 over on Twitter, and we've got 33 likes, guys. 34 now. So we got 85 of you watching. So the other 50, one of you, hey, please hit the like button. It would mean a great deal to us. We bring you Giants content after every ball game. It's it's a labor of love. We get paid a little bit from YouTube, but every now and then some of your chats. But hey, guys, music will start up again here in just a sec. Boom, and we're out of here, guys. So come back tonight, 8 o'clock. We really do appreciate you viewing here. So have a great afternoon. The rest of your afternoon. Go Giants. Take care, everybody. See you at 8.